How's it going, guys? Calc-U-Later here, and today we're looking at index laws part 2. So today we're just going to look at quickly how to deal with these fractions with the same denominator. So I've got x to the 5 here plus x to the 8 over x to the power of 2. And if you're wondering what on earth I need to do with that, well, the way that you deal with it is to do it like this. You've got two objects on the top and you've got one on the bottom. Now, because both of these have got the same base of x, I'm going to separate them as separate fractions. So I've got x to the 5 over x to the power of 2. And then I'm going to add, because that's the symbol at the top, x to the power of 8 over x to the power of 2. Now, earlier on in part 1, we showed what happens with a fraction. And when you have a fraction with the same bases and powers, you take away the powers. We're going to use law 2. So we're going to do 5 take away 2, which is going to give me 3. So the first one is x to the power of 3. The second one is 8 take away 2, which gives me 6. So it's x to the power of 6. Now, if I look at one that's a little bit more complicated, we've got numbers in front this time. But we're still going to do the same process, even if it looks a bit weird. So we're first going to separate 16x to the power of 5 and put that over the first denominator, 4x squared. Put our plus here, 12x to the power of 8 over 4x squared again. Now, this time I do exactly the same as I would do with law 2, but I'm going to divide the numbers first. 16 divided by 4 gives me 4. X to the 5 divided by x squared gives me x to the power of 3. Put a plus sign there. And now I deal with the second fraction. 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. And because I've got the same basis here, I use rule 2 again. 8 take away 2 gives me 6. So this is x to the power of 6. And I'm just going to leave it as that for now. The third one, this time we've got some numbers that don't divide into each other. Does that mean we don't do the same process? No, we do exactly the same process. 5x to the 5 over 3x squared plus 9x to the 8 over 3x squared again. And now I do my division. But this time 5 doesn't go into 3. So we're just going to leave it as an improper fraction. So leave it top heavy. X to the 5 divided by x squared gives me x to the power of 3. You can change this fraction into a decimal if you want to, but just for the purpose of this video, we're going to leave it as a fraction because it's the indices laws we're dealing with. 9 divided by 3 for the second one gives me 3. X to the 8 divided by x squared gives me x to the power of 6. And again, going to leave it as that. So what I want you to do now is have a go at these ones yourself. Pause the video and I'll show you how to do them. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the first one. So exactly the same process as we did earlier. First, separate them out. X to the 4 over x3 plus x to the 9 over x to the power of 3. 4 divided by 3 gives me 1. So I've got x to the power of 1 plus x to the 9 divided by x to the 3 is x to the 6. Because I've got x to the power 1, I could just write x because there's only one x there. So x plus x to the 6. Now for b, I'm going to do the same process again. 10x to the 5 over 5x squared plus 7x to the 8 over 5x squared. Now I deal with the fraction. 10 divided by 5 is 2. X to the 5 divided by x squared is x to the power of 3. Same process again. 7 divided by 5, I can't do it, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction. But I can simplify the x terms. X to the 8 divided by x to the 2 gives me x to the power of 6. Now the last one, this time, I'm going to separate again into my fractions. 9x to the 12 over 3x to the 5 plus 12x to the power of 6 over 3x to the power of 5. And again, 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. X to the 12 divided by x to the 5 is x to the 7 plus 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. X to the 6 divided by x to the 5 is x to the 1. But as we said earlier here, we could just write it as x. And I'm done. Many thanks for watching, guys. That is the indices laws part 2. Please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading my next video up for you tomorrow. But other than that, I'll calc you later. Bye!